So Kel Dansby. You said
No.
Oh wow.
well, no. I say that because it was about a month ago on Twitter. My brother Andres. As a matter of fact, it was when it was right around the time Bianca had a big feat. Bianca did something. Something happened in Black Rasslin. It was really good, and it's a weekend of good things. And Andreas was like, I'm about to cop some sneakers. And Cal Dansby was on the Twitter talking about, oh man, why you don't need to be doing this? Da, da, da. I'm like, let that black man go buy some sneakers. I mean, he doing well for himself. He want to buy some sneakers, let him buy. So that's why I say it's interesting to hear.
So on the corner this week on their, I think this was their boxing show, because they kind of split it up.
Right.
They were talking about their new, congratulations to the brothers on their new deal. They were talking about getting right, with their new company or whatever. And Carlos was like, yo, I got the new shoes. I got some white DCs and some black DCs. And Dre was like, yo, nah, nigga. They're made. Dre is terrible, yo. He just fire him up.
Where do they do that though? That's Vegas. Is he in Vegas? He's not. Is he in Vegas right now?
Yeah,
all of them are.
Yeah,
they were here. Didn't Kel just move to Vegas? That was the whole thing.
He just moved back.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know. I didn't know that was a thing that still happened though.
That's a legit question.
The only DCs I have are some like loafers, some slip-ons.
Some Rob Deer decks.
Well, when's the last time you bought a DC? Is the question, and it's no disrespect. I don't see that happening anymore. Are they vintage?
Do they come with a skate deck?
They still make DCs though. They still make.
No, they don't.
They do.
In the box,
I get the emails. I get the emails.
Already too many decks in this episode.
It's a pair of trucks in the box.
I don't like all this deck talk. Like
that
all
should come with Inspector deck. Do it come with Inspector?
What is it?
Rebel? I make more noise than heavy metal.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Drip, are you listening to hip hop?
The crowd go wow.
Drip got so mad at CLB being mid that he just started listening to real hip hop. It's like, that's fuck it, Ghostface.
Don't do that. Come on. First of all, I heard
that nigga turned into Remedy.
I heard Protect Your Neck on Skate 2. Skate 2 is on, and then Protect Your Neck is on the Skate 2 soundtrack.
Yeah, there's a lot of decks on that game, isn't it?
Yo, Skate 2 was so hard.
Hard decks.
So, like, we would spend Friday, Saturday nights with my dad, my brother, and I playing Skate, like so Best Trick,
just all night playing with decks.
Playing with your decks.
All right, BJ, great, relax. We know you're back after your hiatus.
Wow.
So take it easy.
Listen, you and your decks and your hiatus can go in somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Go on.
It's gonna be one of those.
New skate.
I tried. I never could.
No, I said ain't it a new skate?
A new game.
They announced that they're making one decks.
Done with the old decks.
What was that on? That was on Xbox, right?
Yeah, it was Xbox exclusive.
Was it? That's probably why I never played it.
It was hard.
Until I think until Skate 3, I think it might have been dual console.
I just knew Tony Hawk.
Yo, how many times these niggas gonna try to make niggas? How many times they gonna make niggas buy GTA 5?
Forever.
The third system. This is third system now.
Forever. There used to be, the Empire used to have a video game section. That's how old that game was. And they printed a big that review, but that game was when that shit came out. What was it, 2013 or something like that?
2014, right?
Something like that.
It was 20.
Please look that up because that is like
2012, 2013.
Yeah, September 17th, 2013.
So it's literally 8 years.
Yeah, holy shit.
When this drops, it'll be 8 years.
Tomorrow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Is the same age as Moo. This is how I know.
You're pointing to me, and I'm like, whoa.
That's smart.
There's other kids, so
Yeah.
There are other children in the world. Yeah.
This man.
You're not the only one.
This is how I know this guy is like my real father, because he sees me on IG stories. It's like, why are you dressed like the Unabomber? That's some shit my dad would say.
But wait. Sometimes, like, you see some people, they take on white daddies. Drip renounces. Is we said that.
Do you hear this? I renounce my white. I renounce
my white daddy. That other man never did that before. He went and got. Never mind.
But I had a cold open topic.
That's what I do.
Wait, what was it? What was the topic?
Right, so last Saturday for Banks versus Davis, we talked about 90s movies, and I watched a 90s movie that I had never seen before. I watched House Party.
Wait, hold up.
For the first
time. Wait, hold up.
The first House Party? That was a 90s movie?
Yep.
Yeah. That was 91, right?
1990 or 91, yeah.
I think look at this. Look at what came in the mail today.
They got a loud joint.
You know what's fucked up? I ordered it, and there were 2 of these in the box. I guess I hit an extra one by mistake, so I was like, here you go. Wow. It's you. They admit, it's me. No.
Oh shit! It is me.
Oh, it is you.
Yeah, 1990 is the first.
It was like the Spider-Man joint.
That's crazy. Eddie, so Drip, you watched House. Did you know anything about House Party before watching House Party?
All I know is that it was a Kid and Play movie. That was pretty much it, and that you guys have referenced in.
Kid and Play was?
Good question.
Yeah.
Right, so let me ask this.
Just like I would just. Oh, go ahead.
The most important question: did you buy that full force for high school students?
No, I'm almost like if these guys are around, they'd be in the PC. They'd be the next NXT Tag Champs if they were around.
Them niggas would be in protective custody because them niggas is inmates.
Facts. That would have been nailed.
No, I didn't buy that at all. Especially
Boss man. Boss man. A bunch of punk motherfuckers.
Crazy.
Yeah, did he really talk like that in real life?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
They were well, it was full.
No. So I think you're talking about 2 different people. So the person Cuz was repeating was yo with the high top with the ponytail. But
right.
You are referencing Bow-Legged Lou, not
Bow-Legged Lou. The other one.
Who was the nigga they made sing an ode to his favorite black woman?
Lil Dick Willie or some shit like that. What the fuck was his name?
First exit of the podcast. I feel good. I'm back in practice.
What was his name? But what was his name?
Bow-Legged Lou.
You sure?
I thought Bow-Legged Lou was the big nigga.
Yeah, Bow-Legged Lou is Pee-wee. That's what I'm talking about.
Pee-wee. Yeah, exactly.
Bow-Legged, yeah.
Exactly.
CN Bow-Legged Lou George Jr.
Crazy.
Pee-wee though. Yeah. His name. I'm in the group. What's your name? My name? Pee-wee.
That's what I'm like. Is that why he talked like that? Because he was like, I'm Pee-wee. Like,
yo, he really sounds weird though.
No, he does.
So that was a shoot. I'm like, he's not acting. That's how he talks.
I don't know.
He doesn't talk like that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know how, like, if he got liquored. I don't know what his situations are outside of, like, but they were a group called Full Force, and they were like, they were singers, they were producers, they were multi-talented, especially, people didn't know, like, they didn't really understand at the time.
If you just seen House Party for the first time, like, and looking at their clothes, they straight, like, they not like little. Never mind. I mean, it's.
But I thought it had So I thought the funny.
They had the fingerless gloves on.
Remember, this was
the diesel gloves.
Yeah,
but no,
the one thing they got right though is the police harassment.
Yo, rewatching that movie in 2021.
That's what I'm saying. That stuck with me. Like, god damn. Like, especially with Pop. Like, Jimmy told me to walk back to my house. I'm looking for my son. Like,
it was crazy. What'd he say? Well, I put this in a G chat the other day. What'd he say? I'm from a town called Fresh Off a Cop's Ass. Y'all making me homesick. Yo, Robert Harris is a fucking legend. For that movie alone,
bars. For
the whole film.
Him telling him to eat the breakfast, knowing that he's all the way upstairs.
The filthy wife beater after work look.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I cooked
Facts.
in that tonight. You know what I mean? It was
The Luke Harper. Well, it became the Luke Harper.
Nigga, my granddaddy innovated that shit.
100%.
I don't know if
I knew him before Robin Harris.
Fair enough.
Robin Harris. No, but you know what it is? Robin Harris took something that was real and put it on the movies. Like I grew up with that. You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, Robin Harrison couldn't act.
That was just him.
That was him.
Yeah.
If you remember, in Harlem Nights,
Mm-hmm.
and they asked him something, he had to deliver a line, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, no facts.
you
Facts.
can that? That was
That's
just
why.
you in the house
That's
party.
why. Yeah, that's why.
He was just doing his act.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
him.
you better not ever commit a crime.
But he was too funny.
Follow the drip.
He was funny as shit.
It was him, John Witherspoon. It's just like, yo, all right, here.
I'll take $15,000 for this house.
I never got the interview. I never researched it, but when he did Boomerang, they said they had him pick out his outfit, and they said just go in there and sit at the table.
You know damn well he did, yeah.
What I'm saying is he didn't have no lines. He didn't have no structure. He sat at that table though, and I remember Ludacris put "Coordinate" in the song.
Coordinate.
That shit was classic. Bang, bang, bang. He took that bang, bang shit that he did at that table and did that for forever.
But this is the man who makes the most. It shouldn't be funny, but when he goes, when I grab a dog and I choke the shit out, he makes that so funny, but you shouldn't laugh.
That should be real. No, that should be real. But
no, real quick. The funniest scene to me was him when Play was loading the DJ's gear into the. That was the funniest scene with Bilal.
He fucked that speaker up. He's lucky Bilal didn't just start stomping the shit out of him right then and there.
That was the funniest scene to me because Martin Lawrence's expression like.
That was when people really started taking notice of Martin, though.
What are you doing?
I was like, is House Party a prequel to Bad Boys? Like, did he leave, go to Miami, and become Marcus Burnett? Like,
yeah.
Well, the funny thing is like he kind of just left House Party because he wasn't even in House Party 2.
It's funny you say that because I just saw.
No, but not the way he was in the first House Party movie.
Yeah.
He went in there for like 2 days, said boom, boom, boom. All right, I'm gone.
Yeah, I half watched 2 the next day, and that's what I was going to ask. When the guy who's trying to steal Tisha Campbell, and he's like, because she wouldn't give up the rhythm. Did any man say give up the rhythm? Was that an expression? Yes. No.
Yeah.
No.
Drip. People were terrible. People said,
say right now, if I say, yo, I'm going to beat some cheeks. Do you realize how ridiculous that sounds?
Right.
It's not. That's not passe.
Blow her back out.
Say now.
There are people who are discovering the term "blow her back out" and being like, "Ew," and that term is not that old.
Now, the one thing I have not ever heard anybody use in real life is that number one thing, that butt, that snappy, nappy, dugout.
Nappy.
No, I've never. That's not a real thing. That's not.
No, yes, it is.
No. Snappy, nappy, dugout.
Snappy, nappy, dugout. He thought that shit up right there. That's some pimp shit. He took a shot of Hennessy or something and snappy, nappy, dugout.
Snappy, nappy.
Yeah, that was Orange Juice Jones. He said,
yes. Yeah. The snappy, nappy, dugout.
That was his second. That was going to be the second single after The Rain. You know what I'm saying? Even though, you know what I mean?
Doesn't later on, I see that kind of sounds familiar because then that said that Ice Cube was "Get the fuck out" in the Check Yourself remix. Like he says, like half of what Fam just said, and then because what Fam just said kind of sounded familiar.
I don't remember.
Nigga, Q.
I don't remember.
What the fuck do you be listening to?
I'm telling you, Certified Lover Boy was trash, so he said, "Let me just start listening to this hip hop shit."
The Ice Cube, NWA, Dr. Dre to my mom and all that. So.
Did you do a breakdown somewhere of CLB?
Yeah, I did twice. I did on Banks vs. Davis, and then I went to the Sheep Show which is Graham's a Public Enemy's second show with his guy.
Piece of the Enemies.
So let me ask you a legit question.
I got one right after that.
Facts. I might have one too, depending on what they ask.
If you were interviewing Aubrey Graham,
Aubrey Dre Graham.
Yeah, what would be the question?
I love you. I love you. I love you.
Shut up! No.
Until I
No,
can I
no, I don't believe that at all. I hope that was a troll. I hope that was a joke. I don't.
Gonna ask him if he ever played Skate 2. Can he, what kind of deck did he use? Can you tell me all about your deck?
Anyway, go on, Pam.
I'm out of here, man.
Wait, no.
What
was your question?
What would I ask him?
During the breakdown, did you break down weed on it? Cause that shit is a weed plate, so a certified weed.
Nah.
Did you cry
during any of the songs
when you realized it was trash?
No, like I said, I think it's just bottom tier. I know it's no. In his work,
Start the show.
You re-listened to that album?
Yeah.
No.
Are you listening to Certified Lover Boy like you were Scorpion?
No.
Scorpion is different.
It's funny you say that. That's exactly how I listen to CLB. Is how I listen to Scorpion.
Not at all.
I play like 25% of it.
Fuck you.
Well, no, I asked because.
Of it.
Well, no, me too. No, me too. But I know a lot of people.
Real hard.
A lot of people
records on that Drake.
For me, there's a strong EP's worth of music out of Scorpion. It might be a
like
short.
Those Kanye albums that he was making with 7 songs, you can get a tough 7 songs out of this album.
Kanye, what? Yeah, right. You're not wrong. I think. But I feel like Drip is a bigger fan of Scorpion than your
CLB.
average.
Yeah. I tie Scorpion into where I was it was a good time in my life that summer when Scorpion dropped.
Is it fair to say that?
But there's also there's Nonstop, there's Blue Tint, there's That's How You Feel, there's March 14th, there's Jaded.
He's naming titles of songs on an album.
Bad records. Like those albums I didn't like. All those. Like the records that I liked on that album were probably the opposite of the songs you like. Like I like more songs off of the first. What was supposed to be the first
first
CD
half,
album?
the A side.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That stuff that had all the real hard records on it. On that.
Summer Games is great.
That's the pre-roll-up side.
If you wanted to hear Drake rapping, that you would want to listen to the first CD.
Yeah, all the second ones had like.
I'm not talking about you.
Happy birthday.
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying if you were somebody that wanted to listen to Drake rap, you would listen to the first part.
I'm not gonna listen to that shit.
This is how I know he's my dad, because he's.
Your dad got mad at you for listening to Drake?
No, it's like when my dad shits on the Fast and the Furious movies. Like, those are terrible. God, they're awful. Like,
I mean, your dad is right. Your dad,
a couple of them is good, yo.
A couple. There's 9 of them.
But no, I like Scorpion a lot more than CLB. But again, like with CLB, it's really just what I said. I think he had an original album and then did a 180 after this Kanye thing escalated. I think it was one thing at first and then became another thing.
He let that trash album make his album trash. Yo, your album's trash. So guess what?
I think it's a certified troll album. That's what I think it is. I think it's him trolling another man.
I haven't been. That sounds about right. I haven't been able to listen to Kanye.
No, I tried. I tried once. And I couldn't do it.
Kanye in and getting to any raps agitated me.
Getting the drums.
Try the next song.
The Jay-Z. I was like, where the drums at? What is going on here?
I did see. I like that. I liked the sound of that.
Trip is like.
The instrumental to Jail is phenomenal.
I guess.
Yo, we got that AZ album last week. That was hard.
Jail sound like shit that people who listen to the WWE soundtracks nonstop would fucking love.
Yo, can I be honest about?
It does sound like a Create an Entrance song.
Piece to Jim Johnston and all them, and what's that motherfucker's name? CFOs and all them anthemic ass niggas.
No, nigga, the week after though, we got that album by AZ and the album by Common that was like, okay, I can listen to these. These are really good.
Common rapping. I saw the freestyle. I haven't listened to any Common new music yet, but I saw the freestyle. He was going in.
Yeah, both of them albums have been in the rotation. Yo, Lil Wayne had real dope verses 2 weeks in a row.
It's 3.
3? What was the third?
Which records are you counting?
I'm talking about the record on the Drake album, and then the
You Only
record
Live
on
Twice.
and the record on the AZ.
The
What's
record
before
on
that?
the West Side album.
There's too much shit coming out.
That's what happened to CLB. He had to write all them verses for Wayne, and then
Who was writing for him?
Okay.
So who was writing for him? Kanye?
Stop it. Stop.
Not Kanye. Not Kanye.
No. As a
Not
matter
Kanye.
of fact, Drake let you know that nigga said I went crazy with y'all, mother. Yo,
That's crazy.
Nigga, hey, listen, his petty is amazing. I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
His
But
petty
fam, I
is
mean, on
amazing.
math. What were you gonna say after Fem, or did you? You don't remember?
even remember, dog.
Okay. And one more thing about House Party. I did not know that Shireen would go on to become the mom in Baby Boy. I did not know that.
Yeah, that's
what he was doing.
Shireen!
That's exactly what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
No,
I saw, see, that's what I mean. On the timeline, anything we say on the BBD pod happens 2 days, 3 days, 4 days later.
Facts.
Yo, real quick, the question I would ask Drake though is, can you make the album you want to make? And I believe the answer to that is no.
That was
No.
it right there.
Well, yeah. What's the album he wants to make? He's not made it yet.
I don't think he can.
I
He
thought
serves too
Classy
many
Lover
masters.
Boy was
No,
it.
he said that in the Rap Radar interview. He's like, I can't just do.
too many yeah, he can't have.
He said, I can't make an
passion
R&B
project.
album because
All right. Wait.
only the R&B people like. I can't make the hip hop album because only the hip hop people are gonna like it. And he's also like, but why stick in one lane when I can do it
That
all?
sounds crazy.
But he
Why
can't do
that?
every lane.
That sounds
He can't
crazy.
do every lane correctly. That's the problem.
I got a serious question. My thoughts about any of
My
this shit.
Matt Welty rage meter with math right now is like,
Peace to Welty. I don't know. I got a question. A serious question. So, what facts? What is the perfect Drake album? Like, what are the elements?
to me or in general,
What is
the idea?
the perfect Drake album? What are the ingredients? What's because I'm trying to figure. He put out an album. He put out 2 albums with 20 some tracks, and like what's wrong? What's right?
Let me answer this correctly. The correct answer to this is that Drake doesn't release music in an album era. This isn't an
anymore.
Album. Right. I mean, when was the last time? Anytime during?
No, it's been a minute. But he's at the very least put out CDs before. Like he's had to think in that format, is what I'm saying.
Correct. Yeah. But he doesn't put music. Drake as the conglomerate, like big deal OVO Drake.
Currently,
the brand
isn't
Drake.
able to like focus on like an album because he has to give you the R&B record. He has to give you the radio record. He has to give you the Afrobeat record. He has to do everything.
That's why Views is probably the strongest
because albums don't
example of
matter.
that.
Albums don't matter in this era.
Matt, say that shit.
So how do albums not matter but singles do? That makes no sense. He doesn't have to do any of that.
Look at the Billboard Top 10 and
he doesn't. I don't look at the Billboard Top 10.
Well, my thing is
slave to that.
But I think the thing is because when I hear what you're saying, but the thing is that kind of goes out the window when the question is still what's the album. I think at some point he's gonna have to take off the streaming king hat and say
why,
son?
But because you have
streaming king.
Us? He doesn't tell us.
No, I'm not. What I'm saying is the idea of what a perfect album is. It's not. It doesn't really fit in the confines of I'm the biggest selling artist. I don't know what's going on down there, but it's more artistic than I'm putting these hits together to satisfy the masses.
Yo, the reason why I can't buy he can't make the album that he wants is because he gave you a pack of B-sides and it's still streamed #1. That's
what I said. Like this is in terms of the ranking of his stuff, it's in the bottom half for sure. CLB.
CLB.
Still wants to know.
It's the bottom.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I'd rather.
CLB is
Don't know. Oh my
No, that doesn't count. Does that count?
What do you mean it doesn't
it's a
count?
collabo. So it's
No,
not like a Drake
you're
record.
you're thinking of what a time to be alive.
There's a number of situations.
What a time to be
you can
alive
think of,
is
but
Future and
Yeah, no,
Drake.
Views is an
Views is an album.
Oh, you
What's-
said Views.
Yeah.
I thought you said the joint with Future.
No.
Oh,
But he's
yeah,
had a
okay.
couple of projects that aren't albums, but are still like
That's what I see as.
Not
probably
Yeah,
good.
like
not
he's put out
albums.
playlists.
right,
Life is a
right.
playlist.
Yeah, he
If
put
you're
out
reading this
4
too-
packs. But this is what I'm saying. He doesn't release albums like the niggas that we can consider like greats.
I did not know there was going to be an ambush like this. I don't know. I was not.
No, when you
What you
have
talking about?
this
I'm on this
level of
side, bro.
trash, when you drop this level of trash,
But also, Drip, it's been like 2.5, 3 weeks. It feel like this has been
It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow.
All right, so
simmering.
let me ask this. Let me ask this to Brother Math and Brother Cal. Well, Cal, have you listened to the whole CLB? Have you sat down and
I got through 3/4 of it. I couldn't make it to the end. There was some part I made it past the Way Too Sexy song, but there was some point I was I don't know what this thing. I don't know what's going on. I need to listen to something else.
All right, have
The
you guys
last
seen the
kind
video
of
for
1/4
Way Too
is,
Sexy?
eh.
Have y'all
I've seen
the video?
clips on Twitter. Yeah, I've not watched the whole thing.
That video is hilarious. I'm glad I saw. the
He's
video
good
first.
at making funny parody video.
Yeah.
What was the other video? The song
Let me
with
ask
Future.
y'all,
What was
how do
the
y'all
other
feel
video?
about the how y'all feel about the Project Pat and 21 Savage record?
I like that one a lot.
I'm gonna be honest, Drip. I think you like every song. I kind of was
No.
asking Cal-
I didn't. No, I didn't like the Kid Cudi song. That one.
The Project Pat. That's the one that had the R. Kelly sample in the beginning.
Is it?
it wasn't a.
It has a R.
it
Kelly
was
song
a R. Kelly.
in the middle.
It was
Or like-
OG
yeah.
Ron C talking over the whatever beginning of a R. Kelly like shit or whatever. That's how R. Kelly got the credit on the album. From what I understand. But if it's that song, I like that song. That was one of the songs I liked more than
I
the
like
other.
that. I like that. I don't know why, because I hate Project Pat, but that record hard. Because I like
Yeah,
21
that's-
Savage.
yeah.
Project Peta.
Yo,
Yeah, see, no, I didn't like the song with Kid Cudi. The one with Thames was just.
I don't know if I listened to that
You
one.
know,
what's the little? It's not even a song. It feel like it's just like
the Yeba interlude.
Peace to Yeba. Shouts to Yeba. Math know about Yeba.
I do know about
Math
Yeba.
know about Yeba.
I know
Yeba.
Yeba shouldn't have got on this album.
This is what you know what it is because she just dropped. She dropped a week later. She dropped her album a week later.
The Joint Fountains. Is
See, I didn't like that one that much. Yeah.
I love that song. Like that. Like
I don't know that
having
song.
a drink on the deck, my nigga, and sit there cooking on the boy. Listen, that's a jam.
I have to go back and listen. I don't remember it to be honest with you. I like the
7
Jay-Z
a.m.
record.
See, right, real quick. See,
7
I was
a.m.
listening.
on Vital Path.
Yeah, well, that's the timestamp. He never misses with the timestamp.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
And Champagne
that's when he be
Orchard.
rapping.
Yeah, the 4 p.m. in Calabasas is still the strongest song he's ever made. With
But I got to go back and listen because I don't
Yes,
think I like the beat on 7 a.m. I don't think I like that beat compared to some of the other. Like to hear him rapping, I was kind of like, I at the time I didn't want to listen to it, so I need to go back and. But I've read the lyrics and seen that that's where he's made whatever. Like, come on,
It's just not good.
come on.
It's not.
No,
it's
it's
not
good. It's not great. That's what I
It's
said.
not-
It's good.
I'm
It's good,
I'm
yeah.
gonna keep it a buck.
Not
with
great.
you. To start your album off the way he started his album off, and then to deliver the album that he delivered. This shit was
Teach
right
us,
now.
Matt. Then teach him mathematics. Teach him.
I
Go.
did.
because I don't
Fly
talk
to
to
the
weird
six.
niggas.
He dropped that shit. Math was
You
doing that
talk to
shit
us
years
every
ago.
day.
No. Y'all are family weird niggas.
Okay.
I don't
Don't
talk to
say
weird
us.
niggas
You know,
outside.
weird nigga.
I'm weird.
What do you
stay
mean?
weird.
Whoa, what do you mean?
I stay weird. We gotta. He do got a whole Yoda on that motherfucker though. We really got to start the show.
Well, I was about to say, I was listening to an old episode. You were talking about a Patreon in 2019. There's 4 times as much content now. This was Patreon content.
Yeah. You know what it is though. We've been doing this so long. Like what people are starting to understand. We've been.
Now the shit that we were doing then is popular now. Like the shit we've been doing is popular now.
What I'm saying is, my WWE champion was wearing the shirt you're wearing right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'll do the Drake. I'll do the.
I'm not saying things are different, but sometimes things be different. Is all I'm trying to say.
Definitely, things have always been different. We different.
We've been different.
I think in an episode I listened to earlier, it sounded like Math and Fam were in the same room, and I was wondering, were they right next to each other recording while Cal was on? Like
back in the day, yeah.
No,
back in the day. Back in the
we were right next.
Oh, I know that. I'm just saying, but like the one I listened to, I can really tell because the way it echoed
in front of the chalkboard.
Like, were you sitting? You were shoulders. That's the visual. I was like,
so we had two different mics. FYI, Davis, we weren't.
No, you had one mic. I understand. Yeah,
No. Yeah. We weren't sharing.
Yep. Your family, yeah.
Hey,
Yuck. Yeah, for yuck.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
If you're on YouTube.com/Black Rasslin and watch that intro, I'm looking at it like, yo, that intro is hard. We gotta
the future.
That it's the future, but we gotta update it. We gotta update it. It's facts. But it does
now.
That we gotta show and prove.
Everybody in our intro is on y'all list. I don't know whose list. Everybody on our intro is on your list. Whoever you is. Hey.
I'm sorry. They're on your list. they're on your TV show. They're everywhere. It's funny. Niggas is back with Davis. And niggas is black with Davis. As always, it's the Black Rasslin Podcast giving y'all my motherfucking WWE champion being in our clothing. From a nigga perspective. You already know what the fuck it is. It's your boy Cal. I really want to call myself Calmaso Ciampa, but I don't know what his I don't really know what his situations are outside of the squared circle to be claiming that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
He's got a look. Got a look.
When I shave my head,
he's BL. He's Blue Lives Matter for sure. He has the shit in this, like the sign in his garage or whatever. Yeah,
that's. I wonder, do they know that counts as desecrating the flag? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Anyway, representing RockTheDub.com, the Black Rasslin Podcast, and all points in between. As always, the squad is on the line. Please say what's good to the people, y'all.
Hey. It's been a long time. IlFam790, your social media choice. AKA Varnell Hillbilly Jim. Did you miss me?
That's good.
You can say that you're praying. Bounce them on your knees.
Oh shit, that's good. You
gotta feel the melody. I'm sorry.
Shouts to Vardell Hill. Wow.
Cal,
what's poppin'? What's good?
This morning I woke up what I always plan to be. Cal,
you wanted to
this
be me?
morning I woke up what I always plan to be. Cal,
what's that?
Cal.
What's good?
This morning, I woke up what I always plan to be. I am that nigga.
Facts.
Ain't no need to explain at Math Damon.
That's true. That's a good point.
Damon.
I appreciate that.
Damon.
Haircut Math talk different.
That's what's up. I appreciate it. Thank you. What's up, Drip?
Uptown Anthony White, Davis, aka Drip, Stack Eye White Boy for BRP.
Jesus.
Shouts to Tony Brown.
Peace to Tony Brown.
Hold on, who is
That's
He was
Uptown
going
Anthony
on
White
there
down
with
there.
his mic.
Yeah, that was Bobby White down there. Bobby White went crazy. Before we get to anything, I did want to say shouts to Brian H. Waters.
Salute, man.
I wanted to get him. I wanted to get him on the pod this week to talk about, why anybody would be saluting him, but he's handling his handle,
Moving on up.
Look,
How's it doing? Oh,
Yeah, no, he made that announcement though. He made that.
He made the. I don't want to talk about where he is right now. Just know that he's enjoying himself before he has to start. Before he has to start working on that Spotify side of WWE. Damn, congrats to him.
Whole bloodline moving on up. Britt Waters over, you know what I mean? Chad, she on TV every morning now.
No sneakers.
You know what I mean?
No
sneakers. Whole regular shoes on.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if a heel is a regular shoe, but
I don't know. She had to borrow some from Math, so.
Yeah.
I I don't know how else to start this show. Well, actually, I do know. Monday afternoon. I've been working. You be doing shit, and then you pick up your phone and you hit the timeline, and you hit a tweet, and Big E's like, "Yo, guess what? I'm cashing in tonight, motherfucker." And
tonight,
I want that goddamn WWE Championship. So you already know they over the week. Over the weekend, they had said that. Well, there was rumors going around that it was going to be Lashley and Orton in the main event of Raw. They set that? They had already set that match.
They had set both matches the week before.
But the tag match and the singles match.
Supposed to be a tag championship match, and
that's what was initially announced was a tag match. Yeah, and then they added. So what they did was when the show starts. They have and everybody's just like, yo, it's me. I'm the motherfucker right here. And I don't know. It feels. I don't remember what happened in between the beginning of the show and literally the main event. I had it on. I was watching it, but I couldn't tell you. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Same.
They had kind of a weird segment to open with like. Orton and Bobby, Orton and MVP were talking back and forth, which is my favorite part because this nigga told what he told Riddle, shut your dumb ass up. That was hilarious. That was very funny. I enjoyed that part, but it was like there was a point because they were like talking, and then he was on the side. He was
with the briefcase.
Yeah.
I should have held on to my briefcase.
It ain't nothing in here, but Hennessy rappers now because
that's what's up though. You still got the keys to it though.
No, it's a code. You got to put the code in.
Is it 666 like in Pulp Fiction?
I don't know what.
69. It was actually 68. I always want to see how.
I always want.
But so Lashley and Orton just said, "Fuck, we about to have a really good match right now." You know what I'm saying? We about to really. I'm not saying it was the main event of a pay-per-view, but for a Lashley Orton match at the end of Raw, they did the damn thing.
Well, they hadn't done that in what they say. Is it like double-digit years? It's like a long.
Yeah, basically going back to 2007. Yeah,
and Lashley killed that motherfucker too. I like seeing Orton think he had it, and then Lashley fucked both of them up.
Let me say something.
He walked out the ring and said, "Oh, Riddle, you still here? We gonna fuck you up too. Eat that."
Like, I hated Randy Orton for a long time. Randy Orton and Charlotte is like the same nigga to me for a very long time. Over the last since pandemic Randy and afterward has been pretty good. Yo.
Pandemic Randy sounds funny. What was he doing at the beginning of the pandemic?
It was him and Edge, and then Christian.
Oh, the greatest match of all time. The Big Show.
He was dope right before the pandemic, right?
Yeah, the pandemic was, in my opinion, was bad because him and Drew McIntyre had that long, boring feud. That
anything with Drew McIntyre is boring.
Well, true, but Randy Orton didn't carry his end with that. I mean,
he had that wild Bray shit. He set Bray on fire.
I like that
towards the end, and I didn't like that. Yeah, anything with the Phenom.
He set that motherfucker on fire. Everybody was watching.
He blew up the meth shack. He was trying to cook.
He really did.
Oh.
Great callback. So I didn't again, Lashley destroyed everybody, got the quick pin after this. I believe he hit him with the spear and then he got him with the pin. And then he took he was outside and just picked him up and had to slam him on the table. He slammed him on the table so hard that he fucked his own leg up. I imagine
he was hobbled.
He hobbled himself though. He was overexerting. It was like a fury. But it was you would have thought that he would have been thinking like, yo, I won the match. This man said on Twitter fucking 10 hours ago that he's about to cash in sometime tonight. Let me not do some wild shit.
He said it to his face at the beginning segment. He's like,
what I'm saying,
or you.
What I'm saying, when I talked to Bobby Lashley said what he likes doing right now is when he's touring, being able to go back to the gym. 2:00 in the afternoon, Bobby Lashley could have been at some gym in Boston, thinking about that damn tweet while he's on the fucking, getting his reps in or whatever Bobby Lashley does to get ready for the match. Like, you would have thought that he would have, I don't want to say be a little smarter, but not have done some risky shit like that. Because
you say you was talking to him?
I've talked to him before.
Who else have you talked to, Kyle?
I've talked to Bianca Belair. I've talked to Big E. I talked to Big E on Tuesday.
You mean the new WWE champion?
Yeah, less than 24 hours after he won the WWE Championship, cashing in, the first African American to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase. I like the fact that he's the 33rd Triple Crown champion. He's also, I believe he's one of 7 black men to have been a world champion in the WWE.
Champion. Yep.
Yeah, Big E. He was I guess he was in a car driving to the next location, wherever Luke was taking him. I think he did say he was going to see some of his homies though, so he might have been en route to go chill for a bit before starting that journey. But yeah.
You think he got up with Natty's sister?
And Becky Lynch's mom, don't forget her.
Well, you seen they had the cream on.
Out of nowhere, like, they're back. And the thing is with YouTube is like, once you watch a video, it's like, oh, do you want to see all these other videos?
I do.
Yes. That's me when Daddy's sister. I love you.
Orange.
I do.
Shouts to the Hart family. Shouts out to the Night
white women.
I said, who loves orange soda?
I love orange white women.
Orange holders.
Orange holders is ridiculous.
That's in the running for the name of the show.
That's it.
Hey,
yeah.
I have to. Orange holders is wild.
We got them over here. We got them over there. We got them every fucking where.
Where do we not have orange holders? Nah, but Big E took the title. Look at this king. For no reason, just
that's some real. Are you not entertained? Bullshit. Like
I thought he was gonna have. I didn't know what would be going through your mind before you cash in a world title on Raw. These niggas thinking about the beginnings of these images going up on Xavier Woods' Twitter. Like they just. It was another day at the office. I'm sorry.
Question is, I feel like there was a point to make sure that they did not dress alike. I think that felt like they were definitely like, don't look similar.
It looked like it was on purpose. It looked like it was like
they made Xavier Woods put on some young ball shorts. Like, nigga, them ain't even yours probably.
I never seen him dressed like this before.
Those hairs for sure.
But is he's just going to the gym in those?
Do you think he's like Drew Gulak? I need your shorts.
He's on the game in those shorts. Is that what he wears? An up, down, down?
And then
I'm kicking game in them shorts.
It's true. That's true. So I did notice that as well, but they were still all like the shirt Kofi had on was
that's still their outsiders gimmick that they're rocking with.
Yeah, it's still tied in. Woods had on a New Day tee as well. I don't know what them sneakers is.
Those look like fuckboy sixes.
Yeah, I can't. I do
Air
not.
Maxes, the
Air
Max,
Air Max 96s or something.
The color's interesting. The color is interesting, but I don't know. I'd have to look at them up close. Anyway, I salute to the fucking Biggie Langston, Biggie, goddamn 3-day, 4-day WWE champion. But the question is, as I take this shot, what's next? He told me to tell Bobby Lashley to assemble his squad. He said, go back and get your mans.
Go get your man.
Hey, and then we see MVP was on the plane. He said, "Look, man, I'm trying to," and he had a picture with him and Shelton Benjamin. So you know what I mean. Nigga say he might be trying to put the band back together. That I am all for.
I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Fuck without the story. Fuck the story. Just put them back together.
Let's talk about this though. How do we feel about WWE's lack of stories? Do they tell stories anywhere other than the Bloodline?
Not well.
Are there any stories being told right now?
Not well.
Yeah, Becky and Bianca.
What's the story? What's the story?
Becky came in.
I like this energy. I like that energy.
Pulled the wool over her eyes. Now she will not give her. Huh?
She cheated to win? Where'd she pull the wool over her eyes?
Good question.
The story's at that.
Snuffed off the rip.
Bianca thought they were going to have a straight match. Like, or I'll treat you with respect because I respect you as a champ. I'm now a respectful defending champ. Let's have a match. And then.
Hey, protect yourself at all times. Victor Ortiz.
Protect yourself at all times.
Snuffed her because she granted her, like, she, or some stand-up shit. You know what I mean? So she snuffed her. And she got the quick pin, and then without giving her a run back, she won't give her a run back.
Well, it's also you were running shit before.
You don't get a run back.
I'm running shit now.
We don't
it's
do
that
run
too.
No more in WWE.
When did they start to stick to their word?
That's the story, though.
Yeah, I don't.
Wait a minute. You just said they don't do run backs. Meanwhile, Drew McIntyre. I just said Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton had a full fucking run it back.
No, I'm sorry. When I say
run backs.
When I say run backs, like you don't get the you ain't supposed to get that rematch for the title.
Drew McIntyre got the rematch for the title after dropping it to Randy Orton.
He got the rematch 6 times.
Yeah, but that's their thing is we don't do them no more.
He's not in contention right now. The other thing is he's been out of contention for a minute though. Not a long minute, but a minute.
He got
a couple months.
He got the run back with Lashley though.
I'm proud of them for keeping McIntyre away from the main event. Away from the belt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I needed that.
From Lashley.
I need that too, but Lashley likes that man. Lashley rocks with Drew. If Lashley were champion right now, at some point Drew would be angling. He just likes he likes that combination.
It's because it's two big men bumping.
No, they don't give a fuck. They'll just start.
I didn't realize E had tights that said all that. Like E, me.
Why wouldn't he?
He's got but it's not like his whole tights. It's like there's a picture here in this section. There's something different on this section, and then there's one section here that just says "meaty men slapping meat."
Right.
Like
shouts to Jonathan Davenport. I imagine they probably have interesting conversations about how to get some of this these ideas out here. He's the guy that designs. He's not only designing Our Heroes Rock with Big E and Andreas Hale, but he does the New Day's fits for the WWE. I believe if you saw the NWO stuff, he designed that.
If they do some New Day stuff, do you think that they're gonna run back? Do you think we'll get like Big E gear with the NWO theme to it? Is it going to be Hollywood?
I think after I think after Monday when they have whatever. I don't think they know what the situation is going to be. I'm assuming Big E's going to have some type of segment where he's going to be giving some type of formal comment or have some type of celebration, and something that's going to be with the New Day. And then after that situation, they may do something else, but it'll have to break apart. I think it's going to kind of be like when you would have the Shield and like one person might be doing main event shit and the other people are in the tag team contention. I think it might be like that, and then it might come.
I'm going to be honest. At the end of the show on Monday night, like they lingered in the ring a little longer than I thought.
When they had that promo backstage, and the way they were talking, like I'm like, is one of them going to betray him?
I don't like it.
I'm gonna say this.
I don't like it.
And I said this to y'all in the chat about 11:50 Monday night. I need an hour.
Technical difficulties, please stand by.
I need an hour of enjoying Big E being a champion without having to worry about the when and the where. You good? Is you good? Is you dead?
My whole shit fell over.
Oh shit! My whole shit. I'm just glad you're good. I'm glad you're good.
Was clutching that. He said, "Ho ho ho!"
Wait a minute. I wish I had at least an hour to say, hey, let me revel in these images and these fucking victory speeches or whatever. Don't have to worry about, all right, so next week or at Extreme Rules or at whatever. Like I'm thinking.
You're thinking, I love you.
That's good.
Until I.
I'm thinking. If we're talking about hashtag Black Rasslin draws, follow me. We know, and we've said for a while, that SmackDown has been the A show. The fact that they didn't know what they were doing when they gave Big E that briefcase, but they knew enough to say Raw needs a boost. Maybe there's nothing hotter than a babyface Big E with New Day affiliation being at the top of the Raw heap. They have a number of heels. We've talked about the fact that they've not been making baby faces over there specifically. If you go back and look at whenever the Miz first questioned if Big E could be a world champion, it was about last summer. The story from last summer to now, especially if you look at their trajectories. Talk what?
The fact that the Miz
of all people
was even in the position to ask somebody like Big E that shit in the first place is absurd. Granted, you can say not at that time he's a Grand Slam. I don't want to hear that shit. To me, I can't recall a Miz match with replay value that you weren't watching for the opponent.
Thank you.
You see, so
some people beg to differ. I've seen people really.
Oh yeah, there's Miz High for real. Yeah.
I've seen people. I don't agree with them. I feel the same way. Once Miz started copying Daniel Bryan and Chris Jericho style while they was on the roster, like made this hybrid wrestler and just rolled with that for the rest of his career. Like you got to get in where you fit in this industry, but goddamn, that's daylight robbery.
Son, I thought he was gonna be a mainstay on shit like Heat.
Right.
You got him talking to niggas that he shouldn't even be in the conversation with. Like,
it's the power. It's power being able to talk.
Huh?
He talked his way into them situation.
Huh?
Not to mention the outside
there
stuff
is
as well.
power in being able to talk in pro wrestling.
Oh shit! This is why MJF is. No, you know what? No.
Oh, that's not even going. Oh god.
MJF.
Absolutely.
I don't know. MJF said Taylor Ham. I didn't even watch his. I honestly heard about his promo. I didn't watch the promo.
It was a typical the shit city, you nerd. It was the typical, spiel like that where shit we've all heard before, but him just trying to be like, I'm so different because I'm going to say shit that you shouldn't say. Oh.
Shit city, you nerds is crazy.
Because if he's cool, he does not get over the way he wants to get over. If he's cool
because he's like Matt says, you want to punch him when you see him. He's just that hateable on sight.
But Drip, the thing that I try to convey is, I don't hate you because you're a good heel.
Yeah,
I hate you because you're just bad.
Yeah,
I just don't like you. And there's room for that. It's fine. That's fine. I don't think people realize that can happen.
Would you rather be a nigga like that? Or would you rather be what's Puerto Rican with the
Damian Priest with the fire? Priest. Yeah.
How do you feel about Damian Priest?
It looked. I will say this. I felt bad. I felt bad for everybody's favorite legend, Jeff Hardy, landing all up on that man's throat in their match on Raw. Pardon me, y'all wanted this man in the spotlight though. Maybe he was. Maybe I was saying the right shit a couple weeks ago. Maybe he did not need to be anywhere but 24/7.
Is Jeff Hardy the hoe of the week?
I'm listening to old BRPs, and when he got arrested, Cal was saying then he was coming back from his injury. Cal's like, why is this man still around? This is 2019, and Cal's asking.
If a nigga had gotten in that much trouble, he would have a real.
He had a duffel bag.
Yeah. No, you call him duffel bag boy.
The
duffel bag party boy.
Yo, I completely to move back to MJF.
No, go in.
I'm sorry.
Go in.
I don't. When is he can talk not going to be enough?
He can talk
in pro wrestling.
Or MJF.
In pro wrestling, never.
Until it's not enough. Because it's not. It's only so many cities you're gonna be able to trash until you know what I'm done with it.
The problem is MJF's talked his way into the main event. So your theory of
Brian Pillman and him is not a main event.
No, it's not. It's not. But he's there because they don't want to push him directly into the real main event because all the main eventers are doing something right now.
Because he's not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to sustain the main event.
No, he doesn't have to. You know what he'll do? He'll talk people into the building, and then your favorite, his dance partners are going to be great. Conversation is going to continue because he's going to get every great in-ring performer over there. When Kenny Omega goes face, I guarantee you his first big time beef will be MJF. I guarantee it.
That works until it doesn't work.
Right.
But it works in pro wrestling every time.
So when did you cut the Miz off? When did you just stop listening to the Miz? Like, you know what? I know he
forever ago.
It's always
I know he's gonna have I know the match. So and so is gonna carry the match. He's gonna say X, Y, and Z on the mic, but I don't want to see it. That's gonna happen.
Right.
You always pay to see the guy get beat up. It's
not enough.
It's always been enough in pro wrestling. It's always been enough in pro wrestling.
I don't think it's ever enough. Case in point. Sorry for a sidebar. September 11th, 2009. Kevin Eck reports for the Baltimore Sun. Jeff Hardy arrested on drug trafficking charge. Do you know how much drugs you have to be considered a trafficker?
I mean,
a whole lot.
You can have a pocket full if you're a nigga.
Facts.
No.
Facts.
It doesn't. Listen, if Jeff Hardy had a pocket full, he'd still be a trafficker.
Jeff Hardy's
Jinko jeans pockets.
No, facts.
It's a whole, he probably didn't have no duffel bag. It was probably he said, let me reach and eat.
Oh, you want the bike in it? It's in my other. Wait.
Okay. So your ID? Oh, you're not Mexican.
So that was September 11th, 2009. 2 years later at Victory Road, March 13th, is when he walks out.
Yeah. Shouts out to Impact. But wait,
I can't feel my face. I can't feel fucking anything right.
Man, how much drugs you have to be holding to have your bail set at $125,000?
He got that though.
So
He had that. He's still walking.
So
I'm gonna
leave that alone.
All I'm gonna say is this: if I was involved in
plead the fifth
to the point where I got arrested and my bail was $125,000, I would not. You wouldn't see in 2009.
Cal,
I'd still be in the penitentiary today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, yo.
Hardened criminal.
My pops, and this is inside. This is all inside. This is all real life.
Right.
My pops got caught with cocaine residue,
Mm-hmm.
and they were gonna give him 38 years
For some shit that would just be left on your fingers.
for a scale with residue on it.
That's America. $125,000 bail. He had everything. He had. It sounded like he had the store. He was still. But he had just gotten let go of his from his WWE contract at the time too. Which,
I mean, you might as well start trapping.
gotta keep this lifestyle.
He's like WWE. She's like WWE's holding me back.
I didn't remember it was on.
I made this in a week. That's taking no bumps in the ring, but I'm taking bumps.
I'm taking all bumps outside.
I'm taking bumps
Sign
in the
me up.
bedroom, in the living room.
I didn't remember.
Bathroom.
I didn't remember that he got
wrestling. Bumps everywhere.
Bumps everywhere. Maybe the name.
Major
of
gun.
I don't know if he had firearms, but he definitely had a store.
No, he
front.
seems like I don't do guns, man. I don't.
Yeah. No, chill.
Major guns, son.
Chill.
Major guns.
However, I got this tomahawk.
Chill. But all he got to do is just press number 3 on that phone. You just got all little red dots and shit. He has to.
Facts.
The drug kingpin of North
Tuco
Carolina.
everywhere. It's Tuco all over the place. Yeah.
Is that why they got a Hardy compound?
Yeah.
See, here's where we distribute, and here's where we manufacture.
It all makes sense. It all starts to make sense.
Hey, yo, what if on WWE 2K22, right, you select Jeff Hardy, and then you know how when you take too many drinks on
Does he got low fatigue when you rest?
you get the little wavy, you can't drive
GTA, yeah.
I'm
You
drunk
grab
as
the
fuck
collar
right
and
now.
elbow.
This nigga got a side headlock for 6
You
minutes.
gotta use a second. You gotta use a second. You gotta use a second controller, like you was fighting pistol ocelot or whatever that nigga is.
Revolver ocelot.
Jesus Christ.
You go up for this one time, I'm like, oh shit, I'm fucking tipsy. Oh,
He's reading your mind.
The only other but I think Brother Fan mentioned it earlier. I think it's a good transition. Biggie did mention that he liked what was going on SmackDown with the Bloodline. That it echoes a lot of people's comments about what could have been happening at Survivor Series. It's not to say it's going to happen, but it sounds like if that's the storyline you want to see, you may be seeing that very soon. It's the fall.
because Biggie could have waited and cashed in on Roman. The draft is coming up. They announced that this week.
October 1st. October 1st and 4th.
They could have drafted Woods and Kofi back to SmackDown and then, started it then.
This is Yerda.
But they just went about, again, like you said, like they, for some reason, this time, they read the room correctly.
That's Yoda.
They were,
That's that whole Yoda.
Yoda.
She said, yeah, that's how she hit it. What the fuck? Is that how people greet each other in Baltimore, though?
No, just her.
Just pull up. Yeah.
So what it was is niggas was saying
You're.
no. YERP.
Yeah, I was going to say with a P. Yeah.
You're.
That's what niggas was saying. And that translated into whatever the New York niggas be saying. But anyway,
right.
Like it
Innovation.
Yeah. She was just
Jay-Z brought it to New York. Yeah. That's what happened.
Niggas.
That's what happened. He thought he was being fly and fucked the whole game up. Should just stay to East Trenton. Everybody East Trenton think they know. They got a story. Every one of them out there, and they live not too far. Every one of them down the street think they got a Polaroid. That somebody mama. I was in the club. He was buying Dom P.
That's accurate.
Salutes to Big E. Roman Reigns is going to be facing. I found the clip for people who are wondering.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to make the clip and try and put it on the show because I don't want to get copyright. But if you watch, shit, it was Money in the Bank. I gotta find a pay-per-view. I'll drop a note in the description. But it's after Bobby Lashley wins. The MVP it's just perfect. Show it to him.
I think we started saying it after WrestleMania Backlash is when we started to say it.
It was Backlash. It was WrestleMania Backlash. It was after he won his match at WrestleMania Backlash.
Yeah. Show it to me. I look just like that.
I was about to say.
That's a throwback.
But let me say this real quick, because as I'm listening to these old episodes.
Terrible. Fucking terrible. I'm sorry. What you were saying, Trip? Sorry.
I'm listening to these old episodes and it's during the Kofi run and like Matt saying like every title defense Kofi had, you were terrified. But Bobby Lashley wasn't like that because it's like Bobby Lashley will wreck.
Bobby was so dominant. 196 days as champion. He beat everybody.
Yeah. Is it going to be the same energy with Big E or are you going to be a little bit scared?
I'm scared. Every single time.
I'm scared.
The way everybody was on the timeline, it's 15 different ways he could lose the belt tomorrow. Like I'm frightened, but I feel like they're trying something with him because they need to. Shit on Raw is kind of ass compared to SmackDown specifically. Not even talking about the competition and whatever ratings war is going on right now. Like Raw needed a lift, and I think. At the very least, even if the rest of the card is kind of back and forth, depending on how much you like a Damian Priest, Big E at the very least, there's a Big E and AJ Styles match. There's a number of different combinations that you get with Big E as a champion that just feel different, even if he's had matches with these people before.
All of them. At this point, really all of them because he's not wrestled at this level.
He's not been the man, right?
Yeah, this is new. So even him and Bobby the next time is going to be different.
Yeah,
it's going to hit different.
Like how I said, Bobby's leg was hurt. I was hoping that Big E would have done like the Brock lock and just like snapped his leg and made Bobby Lashley tap instead of like pinning him because it's like like Bobby Lashley, like you targeted my weak leg. When I go 1-on-1, shit's going to be level. I'm going to beat your ass. Like
it's about to get violent.
So and I heard people question
what math? What?
Why?
No, let my cousin go.
I heard people questioning why Big E announced his cash in, and then there was a point where there was a commercial break, and then they started the actual match as opposed to how people normally get it. There's two things here.
I went to go pee. I did get to go pee, so it was.
That was not real. There's only 5 minutes left. How are they gonna wrap
I
it up?
darted.
Two things there. First of all, if they announce the match,
that bitch drunk,
and then go to the commercial, there's the chance of, hey, yo, Big E-Ray,
This nigga about to get this shit right now, motherfucker.
E-Ray get the belt.
You hear this shit?
First, right? But also, you have to book baby faces differently winning the Money in the Bank, because it's kind of a cowardly move. Like, either way you
inherently,
it's inherently a cowardly move, because you running down on a nigga that just did something. So a baby face is always going to give him a chance to stand up and announce it, because it makes it seem there's no sucker move of any of it. Hey, look, I told niggas what I was going to do.
There's only been a few. RVD announced that One Night Stand in 06.
RVD
was like, you and I are gonna have a match. John Cena with CM Punk in 2012 was like, you and I are gonna have a match for Raw 1000. I'm letting you know, I'm cashing. Like, it only happens a few times. That was after John Cena kind of been. I think he had just wrestled right before that.
He just wrestled,
yeah, and he was a heel again. Like, the heel move is to cash in, but like
facts. I'm sorry.
When the nigga laid up.
No, it's right. That's on the top of my head. That's the only ones I can remember where the baby face cashed in and like said we're gonna have a full match, pretty much.
Damian Priest ain't Hoovy Senior. Don't he just look like grown up Hoovy?
You're being racist.
Nah, he's kind of got if he hit the super soldier serum, it would.
If he
hits white man cannot validate nor invalidate your racism.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I know a big point.
Wait, I'm white
when I see one.
Chip, you asked if you were white.
Yeah.
Nah,
the show is called Black Rasslin. Why else would I be here?
I mean, look,
it's my son.
There's a reason you're Uptown Anthony White.
No, I know. I'm saying there has to be someone who's like, the show's called Black Rasslin. Why is there a white boy there?
Why is there But he's white.
Who's white?
Jonathan. Look, he's white.
But is he white?
Look at him.
It's freaking Black Rasslin. Why is he white?
Look at him.
Didn't order this. Fuck. No. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yo, to the second week in a row. Comment section on the Instagram. I know I'm stepping kind of out of bounds.
Go ahead. We ain't going nowhere.
We have
competition
in the comment section. People talking about how no, this is a great time for black wrestling. It's a great time to be a black wrestler. They get we're getting the perks. Like, fam, you kind of missing the point.
Not the Kurt Angle perks.
Nah, not the Jeff Hardy perks either.
The Jeff Hardy perks either.
Like, you're missing the point of a lot of people's arguments is because, my nigga, it's like the last 3-4 years we've been shining, but niggas,
and we've been telling like it's nothing new. It's nothing new.
This has always been it.
Gotta be careful how you use fam.
Pardon me. Yeah, I know that. Sometimes when I'm typing,
I
back to these people and I say fam, and I'm like,
they might think I'm trying to say something else.
Yeah.
Trying to say something else.
Hey, buddy.
You are cleaning.
Buddy is a good one. Buddy's a good one.
Fam is this nigga's buddy.
Fam. I'm like, fam, and not my cousin, nigga. I'm not talking about my cousin. Because
matter of fact, if cuz say fam and he's not talking to me,
it's different.
Right.
He's not happy.
Right.
He's not guaranteed to say fam and be talking to me and be happy. However,
right. That's a good point. That's a good point.
However, when that nigga say fam, he means
fam. Facts.
I told is a Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Saudi Arabia show the first one you're like, are you hyped for this?
No.
It's probably the best main event at a Saudi show.
Yes.
Right.
Which isn't saying much.
But the
Wait,
thing is, they're actually this might be the first Saudi show that they're booking like a regular pay-per-view, because everything else has been like a Saudi bag.
It's catered to older performers. The 21st of October, Crown Jewel. They don't have any.
Saturday, isn't it?
Would it be a Saturday our time, but a Sunday or?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what time. The 21st. No, 21st of October is a Thursday.
That's a Thursday.
Yeah, so they're always Thursdays, I thought.
Yeah,
but
more often than not.
I'm assuming though it would be at like 6 or 7 in the morning or something.
Normally, yeah, because I will always watch the Saudi show at work.
yeah. It's no.
I'm gonna be home, so I might actually end up watching because I'll be at home.
You'll be at work.
I'll be working.
You'll be at work interviewing somebody's top 5.
Maybe. I think.
So,
Yeah.
Is it a pay-per-view in October? What is it?
I think I just looked up. That's supposed to be the October pay-per-view is what it looks like at the
Crown
moment.
Jewel.
So like Cuz said, it is the real show.
So that would make sense. Yeah. It's the only one as of right now. It's the only one that's listed for October. It doesn't have a venue. It literally says TBA, at least on Wikipedia, and they have everything else listed there. So I don't know. They also don't have there's not a name listed for the December one on there either. But I'm trying. And what would even that be?
Which would normally be T? Yeah.
They're going to put a lot of weight on the. There's 2 in January.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It's going to be the Rumble and the Day 1 joint.
So Day 1's probably doing the winter December paper. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it's the.
I mean, maybe.
Unless they do.
No, they have a December date listed. They don't have a name for the pay-per-view on it.
So it'll probably be TLC still.
December 12th. It's supposed to be at the Allstate Arena in Illinois, but it currently says TBA for the name of the show.
How angry you get if you pronounce that S in Illinois?
Yeah,
Illinois.
Yeah,
I've heard that, and Louisville. I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah,
Louisville.
Louisville.
You can't say Louisville. They know where you. Louisville.
And Survivor Series.
Louisville
is November 21st at Barclays.
Series? The real Survivor Series.
We live in that every day.
Yo, I wanna
never giving the shit because we living in it. I'm sorry. Shouts out, peace to Onyx. Sorry.
Yo, I want to because we just invested in one of those inflatable like the big screen joints for the projectors.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to like watch a pay-per-view like that now.
You should, yeah, that'd be dope.
We got enough niggas.
As long as your Wi-Fi is strong enough for that Peacock shit, you should be good. Yeah.
Yo, we just did the whole. You know what I mean? Another whole
the movie night outside.
Yeah,
you should be good then. Yeah.
I want to do that. We just got a second one of them heaters.
Yeah, you'd be good.
Heaters.
I was just about to say, like, aren't you worried about fucking snow? Or
nah,
nigga. You know how we maneuver with snow.
All right.
I don't.
You said that.
I don't. I don't know what's going on.
You know how we do crimes.
You just incriminated yourself. If the judge is like,
Jesus,
Mr. Goldberg, can you acknowledge what this man said?
Nope.
They definitely gonna play it for the jury. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Play it for. I don't know if I'm supposed to.
That's not me. That's a character I play, Math.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
It's not even my real name.
It's not even my real name. It's
when I put the hoodie on,
Matthew,
I'm mad.
You know your first name is Matthew, nigga.
My name is Matthew.
The whole word know that.
It's Matthew, nigga.
Matthew.
That's how that racist piece of shit got off. That's how he won his trial. Because he's like, I'm that guy in the tape. That's a different guy.
That's Hulk Hogan.
That guy.
I'm Terry Baloney Sandwich.
But we see this. We're not that. We're not the same.
This is not real.
Hey, if Cuz go to court, homeboy that defended himself gonna be his lawyer. So what it means is, nigga, the Jay-Z nigga had the Basquiat haircut. What it means is that the nigga was on a podcast, right? But what is a podcast? Like, understand what is a podcast? Is it a broadcast? What is it?
Wait,
tell me
no,
what it is.
Because he was talking to his son that way. It was his son.
It's wrestling. They don't even spell it the right way. It's
fuck. What was that man's name? John Muhammad. What was his name?
That was
Lee Malvo.
He looked like Lee Malvo. He did. He looked like Lee Malvo with the Basquiat.
Yo,
John.
He had the shit hanging out like these.
Hey yo, you know how like there are popular
John Allen Muhammad. This guy. Oh, this is an old picture.
Nah, that's the.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Paper.
I'm like, what?
You know how like they're popular.
Don't talk about him. He had the beltway shook. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's the ill part, yo. These niggas get out of school. These niggas out here get out of school because they ain't got no air conditioning. They told us to like just zigzag. Don't walk.
Yeah, right.
Walk in the zigzag pattern. Don't go
run around. He might not shoot you.
Is that when Matt started? Like, you know what? I'm running every day. Fuck this.
Terrified, dog. You understand, son? I used to my apartment building was right by the woods, right? It was a shady place, but still, I'm not even worried about how shady it is. I'm worried about the woods. Like, man, somebody in the woods.
Oh no, I mean,
no, but you was in Laurel when he killed the nigga in Bowie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you did. I've heard that story before. Yeah.
Yes.
And I came up with another reason
and
why.
Laurel and Bowie is like this, son.
Because I was on the PG County side at that time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we were literally 10 minutes away. So I'm like, man, he aired shit out. Yeah, well, yeah. 10 minutes.
It was.
Well, 15 because you had to pass the college.
I think it was in the back of the car like these. That shit was fucked up. Bought the shit in Trenton. Came up here to buy the shit. Usually they go from north down south to handle the work. They went up here and then went back.
Did niggas see the Vice series that they had?
I want to watch Eye Sniper. I need to watch it.
Ronnie O'Neal is what looks like.
Ronnie O'Neal was the Basquiat hair dude.
The third. Ronnie O'Neal the third.
He had his son. He was talking to his son. His son was on the stand because his son was the one that seen the shit.
He said, "Is it? Listen, I'm as your daddy. Like I'm. So, what you are trying to tell the court is that I'm your daddy. Did I kill? Was I the one? Like when you say kill, like do you love me? I'm about. Listen, I wanted to know. Nah. So all right, nigga, answer the question.
Oh man.
Hold up. I gotta again. If you're not watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry, but I had to. This shit.
What I was wanting to know is nigga, when
Russell Westbrook,
he does look like Russell Westbrook. He really does.
To stay over your cousin's house that night. Was it a time in which you asked me and your mother to see who would give you the better answer that you wanted? And if I answered the way you requested, was it a time where I made y'all eggs?
Oh man.
I cooked it. I cooked the eggs on the next morning. Did I cook them? And y'all ate.
What the hell was it? He was representing himself.
Yo,
he said, "I'm the lawyer. I'm the lawyer."
Yo, they
you
always say,
insane,
yo, a man that represents himself is representing the fool.
Facts. So I'm me. I got this. Don't worry. Don't worry.
So would Ron Funches or Cody Rhodes be playing him in the biopic?
Yo,
that's funny. That's funny.
It's not that severe. It's less. There's the less.
You just
Less.
you just dialed it up.
It might need to be Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook might be the best person to portray him in the at least the Lifetime version.
Not in the clothes. So
Russell Westbrook
nowadays.
with Ron Funches doing the audio track.
He'd have to
doing the dub.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
Moving right. Drip.
Oh God.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
The Tuesday. NXT 2.0. WWE said, look, we about to make FCW again. Watch. We about to. It looks like what I used to see in the documentaries when what was John Cena the prototype and all that
was Liaki. That's what it looked like.
It was very Hawaiian. I don't know how close it is to. I don't even know what it means. Honestly, I don't know what the name meant at all. But
Aki, I think it's Philadelphia.
Yeah, shout out to
that's a different situation entirely. This was Liaki or something like that.
Named Lee.
I know a nigga
named Lee. He, you know what I mean?
He
sold incense.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And then he had the big bed. One of them big beds.
Aki.
I got it. No, I understand.
Hey, can you wear Muslim oil if you Christian?
I don't. Your beard just fall out. Like what happens? What's the
like? I was not. So when I started growing my beard, I was talking to my Philly homie. Shout out to IT. And I was like, yo, like when you go on your bed, like I want, what should I put in my bed? He was like, yo, Muslim oil. I was like,
how does that work?
I ain't gonna be able to.
How does that work?
Can I just get some black cast? Like I don't want to.
He for Aki?
Nah, not. I mean, you know what I mean. He was locked up. You know what I mean. He did what he did.
Things happen.
Yeah,
things happen.
Like, yeah.
Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
I think it was midway into the premiere episode of NXT 2.0, and Drip was straight up like, "Look, I'm done."
The aesthetics are dope of NXT 2.0. I like the lights. Oh, it's the booking. But I like the lights. They don't have any stars either, other than Top Dollar now. But their main event scene is trash now. But I like it. It's more lit. You see it better. It's better looking than what normal NXT Black and Gold was.
Which is why I don't like it. NXT was supposed to be something different from the main roster. They made it look like every
I don't
other
think
show.
it looks like. No, I don't think it looks like. There is
yeah,
more
again,
polish.
it's bright.
There's more polish, but I like the brightness. I like. Let me be clear. I like WWE. Like I am conditioned to WWE wrestling.
My conditioning has been conditioned.
You're a moron.
Classic. No, I feel you. It's definitely. Again, that's why I say it looks like an FCW. It feels like
even FCW was dark and not as lit because it was a super small space.
That's a double entendre.
Yeah,
that is crazy. But it's
when you laughed like that, I was like, God.
But if it's too
lit.
It's one of those things where you can tell that they're now saying, "Hey, this is the feeder system that we need." But it makes me ask the question: did the NXT that y'all fell in love with fail?
No.
We've had. I asked because just like we said, we want to give AEW enough time. Like that version of even if you want to look at what from the beginning of Seth Rollins and NXT to last week, what's the grade that NXT gets?
You know what? At its height, an A+.
Yes,
it was at one point the coolest place in pro wrestling. It was cooler than at one point. It was cooler than the Indies. They had amazing matches. They made stars, and at its height, Maybe NXT Brooklyn, Takeover Brooklyn. I don't know what its height was.
That was around.
Anytime they went head to head with a main roster pay-per-view, where there was the Mania, the Rumble, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, it was better in my opinion. But maybe that's because the matches are better.
No, I think consistently they put on solid pay-per-views. Just looking at the match quality from that Saturday night.
They had the
to
cheat
Sunday
code
night.
of only 5 matches. It's 2.5 hours at the most. It was key matches.
When what happens is
That's where it fails. It was
when
never meant to
corporate
be.
puts their hands on it, being any culture. But when we know corporate has their hands on it, and it doesn't become that counter programming that it felt like when it was cool, it's gone. But I think at its height, it exceeded all expectations, and the success level was very, very high. It was exactly what they wanted it to be. Now, what was done with it outside of its original plan, and once it passed this peak, I don't
Building
think it was
talent,
a failure. I don't think it was a failure of the product. It was we saw a power struggle. Someone won, someone lost, and now we're looking at the goddamn Rainbow Coalition every Tuesday night.
What you was gonna say, man?
The Rainbow Coalition is a Jesse Jackson reference. Not
Right.
What do
Right. Keep hope alive.
you give it an A, but do you not reserve your A's for shit that shifts something? Like it didn't change anything. It didn't do anything.
Yes,
it didn't do anything
It did.
other than
It did.
What?
It gave AEW's its lifeblood.
Yes.
Everything successfully that AEW has done was built upon what became cool in NXT. And it's why AEW is the cool place in pro wrestling now. It's not the best place, it's the cool place.
NXT took everything from the indies.
That's why I like it, because it was WWE doing indie wrestling.
So
it had the indie matches with the grand scale production.
What did it give back? Like it didn't do anything.
It gave the indies structure. It gave them a sense of, we're not giving you all the main roster parameters that they give these wrestlers, but it gave indie guys a chance to work with a budget. So it was like the highest level of indie.
Don't forget the biggest thing it did,
and that's what AEW took, and that's why they're the destination now.
So that it only did that for what, 3 years, 4 years,
4 or 5 years, yeah.
So and we're right back to, you know what I'm saying? So it
wild and young,
but its biggest contribution
at its height.
No. I got that part. That's why I asked, like, yo, did it? What was? Yeah, it was shining for this period of time. That's what you give it its A for. But I asked, like, why you don't give it an A for changing anything? Like,
it changed women's wrestling. Look at women's wrestling before NXT. Look at it right now. It changed
women's wrestling on TV.
That's fine.
That's what TV supposed to do. It's a TV product.
TV is one of the biggest factors in pro wrestling. If you don't have TV,
it didn't change women's wrestling.
Yes, it did.
Just changed it
because
there have been 2 WrestleMania main events with women matches. That's changing it. That doesn't happen.
That came from NXT.
That would not.
I think the WWE, though, they might credit they'd be wrong, but they would credit Ronda Rousey, I think, before they would credit.
But they tied Ronda Rousey into that. But they tied it in with the Charlotte Flair had to be in that match. Becky Lynch or Ronda Rousey wouldn't have mattered.
After the fact, though, what I'm saying is that it wasn't kickstarted because of what the 4 Horsemen were doing. It was kickstarted because they said, "Oh, Ronda's dope. We want her. Let's use the talent that we have and figure it out." It was a backdoor pilot, if you will.
The problem with that thought, though, right, is that it's not sustainable because Ronda Rousey is a gimmick.
Right, and that's why Ronda Rousey fizzled out the way she did. That's why I hated the fact that a lot of it was built around her because they had the talent that was here proved that they were the ones that mattered anyway. So it would have been dope if they started there. But they figured it out. I'm not going to fault them too crazy.
See, Ronda Rousey starts taking off in Strikeforce August 12th, 2011.
Ronda Rousey was
NXT is 22.
Drip.
No,
drip.
I'm saying it's coinciding with each other.
Let me ask a question though. When, because you started at her beginning. When did she start popping?
No, that her first Strikeforce match was that fight was in August 12th.
What I'm saying is you're trying to tell me that the WWE spotted something that early. They're very reactionary. They go based off of what's going on, and they put on a product to mirror that.
Her first UFC fight was February 23rd, 2013.
I would go right around when she was champion and she was knocking off or winning those matches in like 7 seconds or whatever. When you started seeing Triple H and Steph rocking the T-shirts, that's when the wheels started turning for them. That's what I'm telling you, because they were not hyping up the women like that beforehand. It was coinciding at that time, whatever that time frame is though. 2015, 2014, maybe. I would have to go back and check on when Ronda really got on that run. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not faulting NXT because again, Bianca was from NXT. There's been success stories, but
and that's the thing is we are, and when I say we, people that prefer the WWE brand of pro wrestling, which I would agree is most of us here.
Yeah. AEW made me happy this week with certain things, but
and we'll have that's a separate discussion.
Yeah. Right.
But what I'll say is they have NXT influenced a great deal of the really, really good stuff we've seen progressively on all rosters. You know what I'm saying? I remember how great we are, how happy we are when niggas got stuck in Saudi, right? So then we had that show, and the NXT niggas had to hold down SmackDown
and the Survivor Series.
It was amazing.
Yeah, they had a good. I will say, because I think if I were to re-ask that question, I think there are two different answers. What we see. And I think versus what Vince thought, it was like what Vince wanted and what the end result was going to be. Because I think a lot of what Fam has been saying is true, but I think a lot of those changes probably happened a lot more indirectly than directly. You know what I'm saying? Like I think there was a lot more influence that eventually turned into a women's revolution, or some of these stars actually being put into certain positions. As opposed to a direct, like, Triple H says, Vince, this guy's about to move. Vince says, okay, let's put the rocket on him. Because there's a lot of misses. We're still trying to figure out what the fuck a Karrion Kross is doing on TV right now. Yeah, exactly. Like, I wonder if I were to ask that question to Vince McMahon, he'd probably go, like, C+.
Again, Matt just said, what is Damian Priest? We're like, he has good matches. He's good in the ring, but like
I never thought he was fully developed in AEW. I mean, in NXT,
which has been one of the bigger problems.
When he left
ROH too, yeah.
When he left NXT, he was doing something weird where he had holes in the hot tub and
yeah, I didn't know what
that ain't weird.
He was North American champion for a little.
I just didn't understand what it had to do with.
It just was like a crazy shift for out of nowhere.
He was like,
my whole thing
got that check.
I'm Puerto Rican. I got a hot tub. What you want to do?
You see this check? He said, Kimberly, Lisa, come on.
I said I was fed up because they taken Kyle O'Reilly.
I don't like Fat Joe saying nigga, by the way. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I don't like Fat Joe saying nigga though. I stopped the whole show. I apologize.
No, I know. I got fed up because they took Kyle O'Reilly out of the match and put this new guy, Von Wagner, who Who the fuck
that
is
nigga
he?
name is Von. Mind you, they had already said, look, you see this
That
guy
Rex?
who's not related to Rick Steiner? The guy who's not Rick Steiner's son, his name is Braun Breaker. And then later on in the show,
but I'm gonna put him in a Scott Steiner outfit.
He had the fucking singlet on. He was doing moves where he was picking motherfuckers up and then slamming them. Like, if you don't want him to be Rick Steiner, why the fuck you make him Rick Steiner?
His finisher is a Steiner move.
If you're not sure he's related, hear him speak. The Steiner sounds so weird for how they look.
He looked like both Steiner brothers together.
Yeah.
Yes.
He looked like Scott Steiner.
You like Rick and Scott Steiner?
Yeah.
Rot Steiner?
He looked like Rod Steiner. Rod Steiner's the name of the episode. Rod Steiner.
Scott Rick.
Rod Steiner is the name. I don't.
But that's thing. I got fed up because he beats LA Knight. Shouldn't he really be in the LA Knight spot in the fucking championship?
Yeah. Drip.
No. And then they have Josh Briggs and Brooke Jensen. They pair two guys who are.
Who the fuck is Josh Briggs?
They're both iterations of Garrison Cade's tag teams. It was when he was with Mark Jindrak and Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch. They had their initials for the Titantron was BJ and JB. That's what their fucking Titantron said.
Wait, Cade and you said Lance Cade and who?
They had both iterations: Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch and Garrison Cade and Mark Jindrak. That's what those two guys were, an amalgamation of that.
Guess who Rick Steiner was fighting Mark Jindrak?
No, Rick Steiner. He was fighting
That's
LA
who
Knight.
I thought it was. I'm like,
LA Knight. The hell is an LA Knight?
And then, so Carmelo Hayes, probably the biggest rising star they have.
White Noise. With Trip.
They give him a heater for what reason? He can talk. He can do it all.
He's a better heel.
White Noise with Trip.
But they tricked Williams.
I think almost every black star has had trouble getting over as a heel without a heater. I think every single black person that's good is going to have trouble getting over as a heel. Not trouble getting over, but trouble getting over as a heel because black people are inherently cool.
No, we saw Hit Row go back and forth with Legado Bill Fantasma. The highlight of new NXT was this version of Mandy Rose, which is like that was the highlight of the show.
I'm gonna let y'all rock. Y'all didn't disrespect the timeline like y'all did when what's the name walked out. But I let any woman dye her hair a different color and y'all go that crazy.
But I gotta say this because I tweeted the image that Math made of Drip as All Elite, and then everyone's like, and Terry, come on, Terry, you say like, why can't you love all wrestling? Drip,
Come
I'm
on,
like,
Terry.
Terry.
Terry. Why do we gotta have issues, Terry? Come on.
I love it. I fucking love it.
He's a kid. You just love all wrestling. I do love all wrestling. I just hated that wrestling that night.
That wrestling was bad.
That wrestling was bad. You know what was great?
The wrestling last Friday was the best wrestling show that's been on TV.
You know what was great? I did not watch Dynamite, but you know what I watched a bunch of times? I watched Taz walking right up to CM Punk and be like, "You punk little bitch. My man, he gonna fuck you up. You want to fight? Fuck. We gonna about to fuck your fucking ass up."
I'm gonna be honest, Taz is messing that up. I want Taz to shut up. I want Taz to shut the. Hey, look,
Taz is a bad talker.
Hey, Pete, I don't care nothing about you. I'm from Bensonhurst. I tell you, nigga, shut up. Listen.
Was he Jewish?
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Listen, the nigga talk crazy, but he's. I don't know any of their commentary folks that are decent, other than maybe like Punk overshined all them niggas on commentary.
Punk can talk.
And the funny thing was Punk was pretty bad, and he was overshining them.
He used to do commentary.
Damn.
He was good. He was better than everybody.
But Jericho outshines him too when he goes on commentary.
No, Jericho.
Jericho.
You don't think so?
Jericho's terrible in there. No,
I don't
Jericho's
like Jericho. I think
Jericho's not good in there. No.
The times I've watched the comment, I don't know. Compared to their regular 3-man specialist,
crack. If you
Jericho,
think he's good,
Jericho, like
I would rather
everything they do.
I appreciate the fact that it sounds different than Shivani sounding like JR Light next to him and then Excalibur trying to interject. Their regular 3-man booth is not good, and it sounded better when you had a personality who could actually talk.
Yeah,
because it just sounded.
Is Jericho doesn't doesn't lay out for anything. So like the stuff like with the time where Jericho's supposed to shut up, he won't.
Look, I'm not dying on a hill on Jericho being on commentary.
Yeah,
I can give a shit.
I can together. We know you're boy.
Yeah, you know what? I was doing my fucking job. You know why? What did Daily Smart say? Damn, is Cal really doing the work that these dirt sheets aren't? I didn't say it. That was a tweet that they put out there. They just asked if I want to do the interview and I show up. Whatever happens in the conversation that can make, something that I write maybe a little better than somebody. I don't know. Sometimes the numbers don't matter. Sometimes it's the content. You just got to read it.
These niggas messing my tie up.
Anyway. Sometimes they do the news post off the conversation you had. I was going to tweet him, but I said, I don't need to do that. You can find it on the Google.
Hey,
they put my name in there.
Are you tired of niggas? No, man. Are you tired?
Anytime I mentioned that pick with Jericho, Cal was like, "Man, fuck you."
I was doing my job. I talked to that man twice. Yeah, I was just. He showed up to work that day.
No, I just say in the context like, "Oh, Cal got a picture of his idol." Cause like, you better shut the fuck up.
Well, see that you overstepping. It's look again. I'm at work. I have a job.
Cal was singing "I love you" before that was a thing.
Yeah, see, that's when you go. Anyway, I don't know. The question I was going to ask, I'm not familiar with Hobbs promos. Can Hobbs cut a promo?
They barely let him talk more often than
that. I assume that was why he was in that amalgamation of Team Taz.
What I'm saying is, it don't matter because they're letting Taz talk for him right now. So I would like to hear what Hook has to say, or fucking.
Who is Hook, Cal? Who is Hook?
I found out. Look, you learn something new every day. I don't like I said. I don't watch Dynamite like that. I don't watch it all the time. I didn't know that was Taz's son. I had to Google that shit.
That's Lil Pete. Lil Pete.
Lil Pete.
Yeah,
Lil Pete. Cub Pete.
I'm just waiting for when Ricky Starks get Hook and Hobbs to turn on Taz.
He's gonna have to beef with Hook at some point.
Hey yo, this nigga's on a different level.
Who, Ricky Starks?
When you watch Starks, like Starks moves completely different.
Move like a star.
He moves on his own. He don't move with them niggas at all. He don't move with Taz. He didn't come out with Hobbs and
I still also think that's an injury thing. I think he's still
Shank.
But I'm saying when his aura is different when he walk out there, you can tell that he is somebody. Even and that's no shade to them. It just
that's why it doesn't make sense.
Got it.
He has swagger. Team Taz is supposed to be like, we'll choke you out. Like that's like Ricky Starks isn't that.
This is the thing. When we said that Ricky Starks was the pebble, it's because we noticed something about. Again, the it factor. It was everything. It was just the presentation. We saw that in the making. What AEW does and what they continue to do a lot, and which is the thing that I get confused about, is they're not subtle. If they have something to say, they're gonna take what they want to say and just start beating you in the head. It's not, watch Ricky Starks turn into The Rock. It's let's make the Nation of Domination with The Rock already in it. You feel what I'm saying? You spoil the story because you already know what's going to be, so you build it to be that before we even get to tell the tale. He's The Rock now. He's got the title. He could split tomorrow and then just start doing that run if he really wanted to.
It's not even recognized. and this shit's still dope.
He made it hot. He made it hot.
You made it a hot. You made it a hot line. I made it a hot song.
Facts. That's what it is. But
Yeah, it's just
but I love the idea of Taz talking shit to Punk getting up, and then Hook. How is Hook like 20-something years old? Like he's still training apparently.
I think he's 21 or.
He's the one popping shit, and Punk's going over to him. Hobbs runs out, and it looked like a Carhartt overalls, but it has some type of designs on the shit.
It said Aisha. Roro. I think it said Aisha. Aisha, you are the one.
He had on another bad creation hat, and he took it off to run out.
That's so. Hobbs is Roro from Another Bad Creation.
Go Roro, go Roro, go Roro.
You know what I mean? He
go Red, go.
Yo, they had a nigga just named Dave.
Go
Dave.
My name's Dave.
What a classic group, though. Aisha.
Do that. Roll,
you up there.
Roll coming in third. And it's about that time.
That's Powerhouse Hobbs.
Hook is 22.
Powerhouse
right
Hobbs
now.
was Roro from Another Bad
He
Creation.
don't know what the
22.
fuck.
He don't know what
Listen,
Another Bad Creation is.
Yeah, y'all need to cut this out. Put this on the Instagram.
Gotcha.
I want y'all to know for a fact. I know for a fact, 100% false facts, that Powerhouse Hobbs
This part.
is Roro from Another Bad Creation. And he wore the same jumper that he wore when he learned how to wrestle.
It still fit. It still fit after all these years of hitting the bench. That shit fit like it was 92.
Because remember how it was baggy. They wore baggy.
Yeah. They bought it at a forehead so it could fit.
Now, he
knew.
It's more of a fit.
Right.
Nigga had a 42 long.
At 8 years old.
With some Doc Martens. Do that. Roll. Yes, Powerhouse Hobbs is Roro.
That's funny. I appreciate Black Rasslin facts.
Yeah, 0% facts.
No facts. So they're having a match next week, though. We're getting Hobbs CM Punk on Rampage next week.
That card is
it's ridiculous.
Is tough.
They went ham. It's that's Wednesday. Yeah, all right. So Wednesday,
22nd, right?
the 22nd of September is what's the shit called?
It's just
Grand
a regular
Slam.
rant.
AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. They
called
get
US Open.
It's called Arthur Ashe.
it's at the Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens.
Arthur Ashe night.
Is this the first?
Everybody get a bottle of Palmer's. The first 500 fans get a bottle of Palmer's cocoa butter to get Arthur Ashe night down in
Jesus.
Queens.
This is going to be AEW's New York City
Ashley
debut.
Larry, Marcy's son, Marcy.
Yeah.
About to go from ashy to classy.
Trip. What the fuck is going on right now?
Seven.
Crazy. AEW Grand Slam. Brian Pillman versus MJF. Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes is winning.
Nah, it's a dirt nat.
Sting and Darby Allin.
Again, what's our bet?
I mean, you don't drink Hennessy.
No, you know what the bet should be is live action push-ups.
All right.
Bet it.
Bet.
For just this match?
Yeah.
How many?
Just 10. You look stupid enough doing push-ups on live feed.
And just to confirm, Drip is going for Cody.
I'm not going. I'm saying he's gonna win. But
You're
we'll do
saying
21. The 21 push-ups for 21 songs on CLB. That's how we'll do it.
And Math is going for Malachi Black.
Yeah.
Of course. I always go for the black.
Maybe on Yeah, sometime live on YouTube.
They had Rosario Dawson show up on Dynamite. Cody Rhodes is not losing.
Now, I'll let's have a conversation really quick.
No, we're not doing this again. We're not doing this again.
No, say it.
Rosario Dawson is sexy without being fine.
Yeah. Thanks reminded me of you saying this last week. I'm just
Facts.
Sexy without being fine.
She's got very hard features, right? So like she's not like pretty. She's not.
But it's a natural beauty though.
Hold on.
It's like she one of them joints where you like it's something.
Hold on. Because you're right. But the fact that she's sexy makes it fine to me.
That you're playing with words here.
No, I am.
She said she's worth it.
This is why I said to me.
She's worth the bending of the word. Shouts to Rosario Dawson. I'm assuming that was some TBS cross promotion and not.
Yeah,
is she going to be involved? She's not going to be involved in the match next week.
I don't care.
I hope so.
I think it'd be dope if she was.
Is that Kodak you're quoting?
Yeah.
He sounds just like it, man.
I hope so.
Oh man,
Jesus Christ! And then the what's on the rest of this card?
Blanco.
The Britt Baker Ruby Soho
Polaroid
AEW
Blanco,
Women's World Championship.
Polaroid White.
Cannon White.
And Kenny Omega versus Bryan Danielson, I guess, will be the main event on Dynamite.
With that match, that's probably going to go to a draw, a time limit draw.
That would be dope. That would be very dope.
It doesn't even matter.
I think it's going to be amazing.
Gonna
now, here's the thing: you AEW niggas, you New Japan niggas, you Kenny Omega should be number one on whatever predominantly white list is released. You're going to get the guy that you think you had the last year. You didn't get him. He hasn't been around.
The year before that, too.
Bam. Sorry.
Play that shit.
You are going to get.
Play that shit again. That was Cal.
I believe this is the first time we're going to see the actual cleaner.
Is he hurt?
He's still injured. This man's never recovered.
He's injured right now?
You gotta talk to Keeks about that.
Yeah, AEW Insider.
Yeah.
I don't know. I figured when he dyed his hair Superman funny pages blue, he was fine.
That's a weird look. I don't
I think he's still hurt.
Yeah. Again, that's why he doesn't wrestle on Dynamite as much.
It'll be fine. He'll
time.
He'll be in a match with the best pro wrestler he's been in the ring with in quite some time.
I'm going to assume this will be.
Sir, this man has already wrestled Orange Cassidy. What are you saying?
What I'm saying is
Orange Cassidy is dope, man. I'm not.
Yeah, Andrade.
He just isn't.
And Andrade too. Again,
Andrade isn't
Pac last week.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think regardless of all that,
these niggas is Daniel Bryan.
The pro wrestling fan in Kenny Omega is not going to let him be as good as he could be in that match. He's going to try and give his best performance because it's Daniel Bryan, because it's going to be that moment. I'm sorry, Bryan Danielson. I apologize. It's not my fault. He just started, he only been here a couple days, on some real shit. He only just started talking to motherfuckers a couple
Bree
days
husband,
ago.
nigga. Bree husband.
Bryden Branielson.
BD. Brian. Yeah. Just start calling him Brian. Just calling him Brian.
BD.
Yeah, that's crazy. BD is crazy.
Sorry.
BD is crazy.
He realized as soon as he got it out.
BD is crazy. BD is crazy. I think.
Show me big. I'm sorry. Wait.
Next, I just wanted to say.
That's a super. Do y'all know that joke about them?
It's one motherfucker. It's like, yeah.
I'll tell that joke off the air. Shut up. Big John. Yo, Black John Stud gets that joke.
Shouts to Black John Stud.
Piece of
Niners.
Yep, go Niners this week.
next week, sometime after SmackDown, youtube.com/Black Rasslin.
Sure, too. Oh.
We'll be in that one.
Just want to have a conversation, talk to the people, see what's going on. Maybe have some drinks.
Title coming home, son.
We're cashing our money in the bank
Next week.
That's
Friday.
right, because next week is the Extreme Rules
Go home show. So we'll be doing the predictions for that. Maybe next Sunday I could be losing. I don't think so.
Hey, yo, when you in the bathroom,
will.
Who,
when
me?
you in the bathroom at the stall, yo, do you be farting?
Like when I'm
Like
taking
just-
a
like
do I
just
fart
to
when I'm
fart?
taking a piss?
In a public restroom. When you're at the stall.
Are you saying that you would withhold a fart?
Are you
public?
like, is it ducks quacking when you at the stall? I mean, with the urinal.
From me. Am I doing this?
No,
Yes.
not often.
No.
Quacking should be the name of the episode.
Ducks quacking is crazy. I like
Like,
Rod
do you-
Steiner, but Ducks
So
quacking is funny
if
too.
the nigga that's standing in the splash zone, if he gives you the splash zone
It's disgusting.
and he's
Why do you have
What
so
are you
many
doing in
bathroom
the
stories?
bathroom, nigga?
Splash. He does. Yeah, there's a pattern.
This man is like a bathroom connoisseur where he's
so
like,
when if he does not violate the splash zone
There's
Okay.
only one stall.
and he's right, there's only one.
what you went swimming?
If you asking that while you standing in the stalls in the bath or urinals in the bathroom,
Are your ducks quacking?
you worrying about the wrong thing.
So if he's standing to your left and you hear ducks quacking, do you look at him funny?
I don't
look at him.
look.
Why would you look at another man in the bathroom?
I don't look. I can't.
Yeah.
Because the problem is if even if I were to violate, be like the fuck, I would start laughing, and I don't want to. I do not need to have that interaction
Hold on.
at all.
But why-
At
why-
all.
look at- Why would you react? Why
You
would
still
react?
staring at
Because
the world, just
What I'm saying is,
A reaction like that's not even fair. It's the bathroom. That's someone's taking a shit in the stall. Why would you be like?
This is
"Man,
why
are
I'm
you farting
asking
in
you."
here?
Hey yo,
Even
it's only.
when-
I don't think farting in the bathroom is a violation at all. ever.
No,
ducks quacking. Farting.
no.
While you're at the urinal,
Any sort of gas is fair game in the goddamn bathroom.
that's what's
So
supposed
what
to
you
happen.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, fair game.
Wait, Matt, what are you
Okay.
doing?
I'm farting.
You're the one quacking.
Yes.
I've never quacked. I don't quack when I'm at the urinal.
Now, is it okay when you're going over the top rope?
I mean,
I'm always over the top rope.
You
that's
sick freak.
that's the MO.
Mm-mm.
It's
By
just
the way, if you unbutton the top top button, then that's not the top rope anymore.
Nah, it's middle.
You broke it.
you step through the middle of the ropes.
Yeah, you big showed it.
Well,
I
see someone did that in the bathroom. That's like, what the fuck are you doing?
mean,
You fucking weirdo. So if someone's walking the way he was walking into
Hey,
the
yo, I
ring on
ever
them
tell y'all
damn
about the
knees.
time? I ever tell y'all about the time I walked because I work in a public place, and I see a nigga was in the bathroom and he was taking a grown man was taking a piss like this with his shirt up.
Yo, I've done that too.
No, Matt has said that because you don't want to like if you're
You don't
wearing a
wanna
dress
piss
shirt.
on
Yeah, you don't
yourself.
want. Yeah,
You don't
no.
want piss, yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense if you're worried about that.
I've done that. I've done that drunk too. With my head on the wall.
Whole
Not
fucking
the hell.
outfit over his head and shit, just pissing in the urinal, farting and shit, drunk. My bad.
Leaning on the wall. You got to lean on the wall to get your equilibrium.
Thought you was leaning on the wall. You leaning on the nigga's shoulder. Pissy,
That too.
pissy,
Like when a wrestler lands on the rope, like he kicked out at two. Fuck.
disgusting, disgusting.
Shake it for me.
It's a wild conversation.
This is a wild conversation. There's only a couple.
What else
Only
do
a
you
couple.
expect?
Well, there's only a
Black
couple more
Rasslin
things.
Podcast.
That's a goddamn fact. You don't hear this on Public Enemies. They get down to it.
You probably would sometimes, yeah.
Nah, I want to. They be. What was he talking about? I hopped on the live the other day. Matter of fact, I spoiled Dynamite for myself because they always doing the. They early with the live.
Yeah.
Shouts out to niggas. Did y'all? Is Bray Wyatt coming back?
Yeah.
I
I thought he
hope
wasn't,
not.
but he is. It sounds like he is.
To AEW?
Yes. It's the cool place in pro wrestling right now.
Yeah. Yeah, for them.
That's all that matters.
If he goes there, I'm walking right back to NXT. Like, nope.
Really?
The Simpson meme, like, walk in, walk right back out.
There's no way.
There's no way he what?
There's no way he's going back to NXT.
Oh, yeah.
Bray Wyatt, I can't stand. Bray Wyatt's gonna do his
You're
weird.
not going back to
shit.
NXT though.
I-
To Braun Breaker?
No.
The name is stupid. He's good. That's the shitty part. I'm like, I'm a fan of it. The name's so,
All right, so
fucking
what
dumb.
name do we get from
Oh, he'll go to Wyndham
What's his
Rotunda.
name?
He'll go.
For Bray Wyatt?
Bray Wyatt?
Wyndham
What's his
Rotunda.
name?
Yeah.
Wyndham
Well-
Rotunda is a nice name. I like
Yeah.
it.
I don't know if he goes when the
Yeah, I wonder.
I think
I wonder if he
goes-
can. I wonder what the trademarks on some of that stuff is.
No, you
Or
can't.
I
That's his
wouldn't
real
be
name.
surprised if he threw in a Harper in there as well. If he was Harper Rotunda or something like that. Or,
Harper Rotunda sounds good. That's got a nice ring to it as
to
well.
pay homage. He's going to FTR renamed their move to the Big Rig in homage of him. I wouldn't be surprised if he did something like that. But Wyndham
Harper.
Rotunda or Wyndham Harper or something like that. Harper, when he'll play, because he's got two of the legendary names in wrestling.
I think it's going. I think it's going to be a playoff of Bray Wyatt. So
That's what I was hoping.
Husky
I
Wyatt.
No, I don't think so.
don't like the Aleister Black to
in-
Malachi
in-
Black type stuff. I
in-
want to hear something a little different.
Place
I would,
where
yeah.
you
He should have been
have-
Tommy End. That was the move to go back to Tommy End.
But in a place where you have a great deal of that legendary era of guy, right? So all the four horsemen are over there, or able
Tully
to do something
at a
over there.
program or having a program. That's
Right. At this point, I think Dusty's son is going to push for this guy to have something related to Captain Mike Rotunda.
It just in name, though, or in like gimmick as well?
Well, I mean, we're just
No, in
talking-
name, in name,
No.
in name.
We're still getting.
No,
the
we're not
Waylon
gonna-
Mercy. We're still getting
oh
Waylon
yeah,
Mercy.
yeah.
Gimmick wise, it's
Yeah.
still going to be the Bray, but it's going to be the Bray he wanted to do.
it's still Bray Wyatt. It's a piece
Yeah.
of Bray Wyatt.
It's still going to be the Bray that he wanted to do.
Yeah.
But name wise,
That's what I'm not a fan of.
They're
Yeah.
going to pay the homage. They're going to pay homage to IRS in his
Homage.
Captain Mike.
Homage.
Homage.
Homage. Do we think Tony Khan?
Yeah,
should do
he's not gonna come back and be straight wrestler. You know,
What
Wyndham
if he's
Rotunda
like-
and Matt, that would be hilarious.
Have you guys
though.
done your taxes?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That
the
would
same
be-
shit.
What if Tony Khan does a better job with Bray Wyatt than Vince did, though?
It makes perfect sense.
It could
He's
happen.
just, letting people, he's just letting people do what they want. That's why.
Well, there's that, but there's the thing of Vince has because Vince has done this for so long. Vince shops like men shop. We know what we want in the store, and we're going to go in, and it has to be
Okay.
that, or I don't want it out of the store.
Right.
And
Y'all walk out.
Tony Khan at this point doesn't have that cachet where he can say rigidly, this is what it needs to be, because he's still at his core a wrestling fan, right? He's not a wrestling guy, if that makes sense to people.
Right. He bought his way in.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the thing is he'll take notes. Vince won't.
Right.
Vince
He
was like,
pays attention. He pays attention.
Yeah. Vince
He
was
100%
look,
pays attention.
Look, Steve, you're gonna be Frosty McFreeze. You know what I'm saying?
Frosty McBraun Breaker.
Yeah. This is so. I think you will get what that guy was meant to be with a marriage of the idea that really started good, combined with the worker and the person that actually is in it and it knows their selves. And I think you'll get that perfect marriage with a lot of these characters that go over. And I think Braun will be perfect over there.
Bray.
I'm sorry, Bray.
I'm like,
Bray.
Braun Strowman shows
Y'all
God.
niggas have
Bray.
mentioned Braun Breaker all night. I'm like,
Braun.
That's why it's so stupid. Like Braun
With two
Strowman cannot
Ks.
come back now.
well,
He has
that-
two
that's
K's
the
in his
plan.
name.
Well, he'll come back and just be Strowman. So it makes he'll come back and it'll just be Strowman.
He's gonna be Strawman.
That's what you can be in AEW.
LeBron Strawman. That's
LeBron
gonna
Strawman.
LeBron Strawman might be the name of that. We got a lot of episode titles we can have, and we might have to get the first
I didn't
one.
know Vince McMahon apparently hates LeBron James,
Why.
and it plays into
LeBron James.
Is it because I think it's not the reason I think it is, right?
not because he's black.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Just checking. Just checking.
That was a close.
Or was it because LeBron James was wearing all those homage shirts during the Cleveland Cavaliers Warriors series when he was wearing the Undertaker?
Wasn't Braun the one that told Undertaker? Nah.
Maybe.
Remember
when
Undertaker
he showed up?
at the finals?
No, that was
Nobody came to see
I think
him.
that was the season opener when that happened.
When they got their
Jesus.
rings?
It might have
Yeah.
been when they got their rings.
Yeah, because Kevin Love took the pick. That's the weird thing. It was like Big and Kevin Love dressed up as NWO Sting, I think later that year or the previous year.
Nobody came to see the Undertaker. It's funny as shit. Fuck that nigga.
Stay dead. What the fuck you doing here?
On that note, on that note, y'all got any Black Rasslins of the week? Nigga says stay dead. That's crazy.
I don't want to see him.
I get it.
You know what it is.
I get
Yeah, I think we might be.
it. Do what? Nigga said.
How can you not do
What is
Langston?
what is this?
What?
Nigga, is that your leg? What the fuck is going on over there?
That's my leg, nigga. What the fuck? What you doing under that table, nigga?
So I'm trying to. So everybody's got Big E this week. It is what it is.
Oh, come on.
Everybody's Black Wrestler.
And me.
That was a beautiful moment, though.
However, we got to shout out Montez Ford for wrestling with one shoe for like 6 minutes straight. That was fucking
That
amazing.
is a fact.
You think he's gonna be? Is he gonna be done using the 5-star frog splash or whatever at some point?
No.
If you see,
Not until he can touch the top of the arena.
He gonna hurt himself. He gonna get
you know, take Martin.
that ceiling gonna be a little too low. It's gonna be like 700 feet in the air, and he gonna bump his head,
You saw
knock
Martin
himself
take
clean out.
That nigga was
Not- the camera only,
in the picture.
Yeah,
the
it's
hard
crazy.
cam only had like the ankles. It was like,
He can't go back. He can't go to NXT 2.0.
Nope.
Nah.
His
No.
wingspan is out the building. Anyway,
oh no, because again, he's a short guy that weighs 170 pounds. They want the ruthless aggression era back.
oh well. On that note, where can these people find y'all on social media?
Hey,
Please.
man. Hey guys. Hi.
Hey, I didn't see you there.
They call me fam. Brother fam.
It's
Ill
true.
fam. And most of y'all niggas mothers just call me. IllFam79 on your social media choice. More importantly, at Where's Buffy, where'sbuffy.com, at Where's Buffy on your social media choice.
Thanks.
Math.
Okay.
It's been a week.
Yeah.
For a long
Of course,
time.
you can find me on Twitter at Davis, aka Drip, Instagram Davis Colon DC, but most importantly, YouTube.com Black Rasslin. Best version of the
My
show.
son. Listen to my son.
That's what he said. If you're on the YouTube and that subscribe button is red, just click the button, make it gray. If we made you laugh once in however long we was
Hey,
talking about
really
this
quick,
shit.
because I wasn't here, Salute the brother. Word. Salute. Body more bottles.
He wasn't here either. He wasn't here.
Wait, what was he? Where was he?
But he was gone.
He was
wobbling.
Shorty was here. Shorty was rocking and rolling.
But piece to work though. If you didn't see it last week,
you already know.
Go check. Matter of fact, go check the YouTube. There's a couple of fun clips. I finally got the 2021 hip hop Dalmatians up there with that downtown Tony Brown's recent appearance. But yeah, subscribe, like, comment, rate, review.
Yep.
At Cal on Twitter, at Black Rasslin, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Yeah.
BlackRasslin.com is the website. And as always, find Black Rasslin Podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
There.
Go wherever you get your podcasts, we there. Shouts out to people who wasn't able to get the merch when we told them, so they got to get. I appreciate that y'all appreciated the work.
Yep. Also,
I see you though.
And then the 2 other weed plates.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's what we do. Cool. Again, we'll catch y'all next week. Extreme Rules predictions.
Hey, ladies. I am your understander.
Like me or not, I didn't come up here to be liked. I came up here to get paid.